Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Falcron. I'm going to be talking today about setting up a Masari mining pool. We're going to be using the Node-Cryptonote-Pool version 9.9 basically what we're going to do is just set one of these up. This one here is mine at CryptoNightMiningPool.com, but it's just kind of a proof of concept thing for me. So what I wanted to do is test to see the stratum works, basically the altering difficulties. I wanted to check to see if the payments go through and does it pay the user as well, and it does. Now you'll find this took actually a couple weeks for me to figure it out, just kind of dicking around trying to find out if I could do it or not, which took actually a long time. So hats off to everyone who has their own pool, uses this, or has something more complex, because it's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Basically what I did, I used two different guides and kind of merged them together because I wanted to make a pool that there was no guide for. I wanted to see the inner workings of it and poke around. So basically this website, Bet by Bitcoin, helped me out quite a bit. Now this is a new distribution, or I'm sorry, a new box floating Ubuntu 16.04 LTS. I'm in no way proficient with Ubuntu, but this really helped. So first, obviously, you want to start off by updating, whether you have a Windows or Linux or Mac box, you always want to keep it updated. So let's go ahead and update. I already ran these because this one here actually takes a little bit of time. So make sure you run sudo apt-get blah, blah, blah. Once you go ahead and do that, I went ahead and skipped this step. I have enough memory. I think I have 3 cores allocated with 4 gigs of memory. So we'll just jump right into installing the required packages. So if you've noticed that I said sudo before and I'm doing sudo now, so that means that I'm not in an elevated I'm not using an elevated user. The reason for that is because if you do, I guess everything that you do is going to be elevated, and you don't want everything you do to be elevated. The reason for that is just simply not because it's bad practice, but because there is dependencies, or there are items that you need to download and not be root user. I guess without going into such a big explanation of it. So I'll go ahead and define which ones are sudo and which ones you're going to be the super user on and which ones you're not going to be. So these 3 you do, and then obviously whenever you get like your app, get update, you're going to want that as well. So it's going to take a little bit of time. We're basically installing, well, you could read it. This is the Redis server along with Node.js. And this is basically this is what drives everything. So this one's important. So it looks like we didn't have any errors, which is great. Copy, sudo, paste. See how proficient I am? I could cut and paste. Nailed it. Sudo apt-get blah, blah, blah. So we're just running the update. It's gonna do its thing. Sudo apt-get again. Off you go. So if you have Ubuntu server, I think it comes with CURL. If not, if you have desktop like me, you have to install it. So sudo apt-get install CURL. And then we could paste this. Copy, paste. It's going to ask you to reopen the terminal right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Exit. Terminal. Let's get this looking somewhat decent. Freaking savage. Alright. source, blah, 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 copy, paste. This is important. I know that there's a lot of forums, if you look to see what's going on. 0.10.48 is the version that this stuff works with. If you use something else, you're probably going to have a bad time. And just like that, we've installed all the required packages. Next, because I said this is a Masari, I guess, guide, we're not obviously going to be setting up the Monero daemon or daemon. We're going to be setting up the Masari daemon. So in order to do that, I went to the Masari website, and I just went down here and right-clicked, I guess, the link, copy link location, and we just went to wget and then pasted the link that we just copied. It's going to do its thing and download. Alright, and so it saved it. So let's see. That's weird. Looks like I got more than one. I'll just extract it here because I don't want to type in a bunch of shit. Extract. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then I'm going to actually make directory pool. Or, I'm sorry, Masari. And then we're going to put this inside there. That's great. Thank you. Delete. Okay. So now we're in a pretty good state. So basically what we did was followed the directions here. We made a Monero, but it's going to be a Masari folder directory, and then we created we changed the directory into Monero, which is Masari, and then we went ahead and got the I guess the compiled the CLI wallet and the daemon, and we unzipped it, and now inside we have cd Masari and then ls, and we could see cd ls cd ls. Jesus, there we go. Now we have all of our applications in there. Alright, so now we're going to start up the Masari blockchain so we could sync to the network. So by doing that, we're going to just type /Masari-D. And for you guys, it will probably take a little while. I have a Masari mining pool already set up, so I'm just going to download the I'm going to export the blockchain and then just import it here, so it takes a little bit of time. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here and join us for part 2, which should be, I don't know, in the next of the playlist. That way we'll go ahead and take a look. Alright, thanks guys.